2 of Reading Together. I'm so happy you're joining us, and today I'm really lucky. A friend of mine, Jase, has come to join us. And so Jase is going to do the craft, and he's going to do the reading with you today. And at the end, I'll say goodbye for both of us, and we'll then see you the following week, okay? So Jase, are you all set? You want to show the boys and girls what we're going to make?
So today we're going to make ghosts in a tree.
So how are you going to get started?
First I'm going to make a tree.
You want to use the white crayon or the orange pencil? What do you want to use?
I'll use white crayon.
Okay. So let me move this out of the way. It might be easier for people to see what you're doing. There you go. Okay, good. So Jase has a piece of black paper here. You may not have black paper at your house. You might have dark green or dark blue or some other dark color. And if you don't have that, you only have white paper and you have a black crayon or a black marker, you can color your paper black, and then on top of that, you would make the tree with branches, as Jase is now starting to make some branches on his tree. Okay? So there's lots of different ways to do this. It all depends on what you have at your house. Okay? And we're trying to do this so that everybody can make what we're doing by using various materials. Okay, what's next?
Now I'm going to take the cotton balls and kind of just tear them, not to where they break, but to where
Whoop.
they kind of look like ghosts.
Yeah. And if they do pull apart, you put them back together, and you know what really works is glue. Glue is the answer to everything. I have a little friend who says to me, when I talk to her back in Connecticut, she says to me, you know, the best thing that happens is we make mistakes, and then we learn new ways to do things. And I always think, wow, I wish I'd known that a long time ago. But she's pretty wise at 6, I must say. What I wanted to say is if you don't have cotton balls, you could also use pom-poms, like white pom-poms, and you could put 2 or 3 of them together, and you could make ghosts out of them on your tree. So always lots of ways to do things, lots of ways to use different materials to make our own individual special activity. There you go. Now what's next?
I'm going to make a face on the ghost.
And you're using a black marker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Ah, there we go. Cotton and markers are so hard to work with because cotton absorbs all that ink and it just doesn't stay where you put it. It just spreads right out. Now, if you don't have markers, what else could you use? If you had a black colored pencil, you could use a pencil. Or if you had crayons, you could use crayons, right? Yeah, okay. So you want to hold them up and see what it's like? There you go. Good job.
Today I'm going to read In the Middle of Fall by Kevin Hinks and illustrated by Laura Dronthit. In the middle of fall, when the leaves have already turned, and the sky is mostly gray, and the air is chilly, and the squirrels are frisky, and the gardens are brown. And the pumpkins are ready. And the apples are like ornaments. It takes just one big gust of wind, and all at once, Everything is yellow and red and orange. All over, all around. Right in the middle of fall. But remember it, because soon the yellow and red and orange will be gone. And the sky will change again. And then soon, very soon, the sky will be white and empty. Ready to fill up with snow. And the second book I'll be reading is Lawrence in the Fall by Matthew Farina. When Lawrence saw the chalkboard, he froze. Everyone in the class made plans to show off their impressive collection. All bring playing cards. All bring coins. Silk ribbons. I collect combs. My marbles. Your turn, his classmates said, but Lawrence had nothing to share. After school, Lawrence ran home in tears, bursting into his den and climbing into bed. He explained the assignment to his papa. I have nothing for show and tell, Lawrence sobbed. Ah, said Papa, I see. I know a place where we might find a collection fit for a special fox like you. Early the next morning, Papa took Lawrence's paw and led him into the forest. There is no better place to find what you need than the woods, Papa explained. But Lawrence wasn't so sure. The path into the forest only got darker and darker. Until Lawrence walked right into a spider web. Eek! Lawrence whimpered. Watch where you're going, a small voice said. Hello, Spider, Papa called out. May we ask what you collect in this forest? I collect flies in my web to eat. But Lawrence didn't want to eat his collection, so the foxes went deeper into the woods. Lawrence and Papa spotted beautiful rocks that the river had collected on its sandy floor. But the rocks were too hard to reach, so the foxes kept going. As they trotted along, tiny droplets began to fall, wetting Lawrence's fur. The foxes quickened their pace. Before long, a heavy rainfall poured down. Follow me, Lawrence, Papa knew of a cave nearby, where they could safely wait out the storm. Lawrence ran after Papa as fast as he could. But the forest floor was soggy, and Lawrence fell behind until he lost sight of Papa altogether. Lawrence found himself alone in a clearing. The rain quieted, and in its place came a crisp wind. Papa! Lawrence called out softly. But all he could hear was the wind whispering in the forest. Is anyone out there? The tree high above him stirred in reply. Hello! Oh, Lawrence said a little louder. This time, the branches shook, and a small colorful leaf drifted down. Lawrence was in awe of the beautiful leaf. Its perfect tips faded from red to orange. There you are, Papa exclaimed as he rushed into the clearing. Look, Lawrence said with astonishment, forgetting that he had been lost. Let me show you what I can do, Papa. Lawrence led his father to a grove of taller trees, where he took a big breath and tilted his head back and called out, Hello! Oh, up there. Once again, the tree's branches gracefully swayed back and forth, and leaves floated down. Lawrence studied the leaves as he gathered them, yellow ones with rounded edges. Those are oak leaves, Papa said. Thank you, oak trees, Lawrence called. Lawrence went on to collect leaves throughout the forest. He collected leaves from honey locusts, a pair of white birches, and an old sycamore. He found shaggy willows, a wild crab apple, and the tallest poplars in the forest. And with a pack full of leaves, the foxes made their way home to prepare Lawrence's collection. Finally, it was time for Lawrence to present. All his classmates listened as he told them about the trip to the woods. Every leaf he showed the class was unique in shape and color. Lawrence let his classmates pick out their favorite leaf. He gave away so many that by the end of the day, he had no leaves left. But Lawrence didn't mind. He knew where he could find a few more. The end. All right.
Wow, thanks, Jase. That was great. We're so happy that Jase could join us today. Hope you'll come back next week and see what craft and books we'll be reading. Bye for today.